I'm Jennifer Coolidge. Welcome back to my podcast.
Hi guys.
Hi, guys. I missed recording.
Oh my lord. I'm back. Welcome back to Are You Sick of Me Yet? This is episode 5. A whole week late. Because I was in the land of the French. Quebec. I say Quebec. Man, I don't know. I was in French land, Canada, last week, and I did not want to bring my computer with me and accidentally leave it in the Airbnb. I wouldn't, but you never know, dog. So yeah, that's why I wasn't recording, or that's why I didn't have an episode last week, because I was in Montreal. And yeah, I thought I was gonna hate it, cause like French Canadians suck, and I'm allowed to say that. I'm a French Canadian. Oui, baguette. I don't know. Everybody shits on French people. Oh, am I allowed to swear that early on? And I'm 1 minute in. We'll be fine. Whatever. Nobody likes French Canadians, so I thought, hey, this is gonna suck. And then it didn't. It was actually really nice. The weather was really nice. The city's really pretty. There was a lot of gay people. And, that's not a bad thing. I never see gay people in Ontario. Unless I look in a mirror. But, I don't do that very often. I don't think I even have a mirror in my bedroom. I don't know. It's weird to walk around and see two dudes hold hands. Because I'm not used to seeing that. Not weird. Well, I'm making myself sound like a horrible person. It's refreshing to see two dudes walk around holding hands, because I don't think I've ever seen that in Ontario. I don't know if I'm just not going to the right places, but never ever do I see two dudes walking around holding hands. But I saw that quite a lot in Montreal, and lots of stylish people too. Stylish gay people, stylish straight people, just a lot of stylish people, which I also don't see a lot in Ontario. But I don't know, it was really pretty, it was really nice, and when I came back to Ontario, it was like a gloomy haze settled over me, and I was like, I don't want to be here. But, yeah. So, I was on a trip, I was on vacation, taking a break from the work grind. Is my audio working? Let me double check really quickly. One sec. Yeah, we're chill. Audio's working. Yeah, so that's where I was. But, I'm back now, so I can talk about the Oscars one last time before next year. Because, I'm kind of drawing it out. I just love the Oscars. I make it a whole thing. But I watched a lot for the Oscars. I also watched a lot not for the Oscars. Season 3 of Young Royals came out this week. On the 17th? No. I don't know. When I left for my trip, it came out. So I watched that. And, I really like that show. It's one of my favorite shows. It gives me a lot of secondhand embarrassment. I have to turn it off a lot of the time, because I'm like, oh my god, I just can't handle that. But, yeah, I don't know. I love Young Royals, and season 3 is really good so far. Kind of sad. Not too sad, but, the next episode comes out tomorrow. So, fingers crossed it's a good ending. I'm confident. I can feel it in my balls that it's going to be a good ending. So, take my word that it's going to be a good ending. And they're not going to break up, because Netflix does that to gay people all the time. So, maybe this time they're giving us a little present. But, yeah, so I watched that. What else did I watch? I watched, is it The Deserts or The Desserts? Oh my god, I'm stupid. I am so stupid. Dessert. It's The Desserts. I just had to Google dessert and see if it was sand or if it was a piece of cake. So The Desserts is like a comedy series on Crave. And it's like Canadian stuff. And they had a special for St. Patrick's Day, which is today while I'm recording, and it was called St. Bulge's Day, and I watched it because Curtis Connor was in it, and he's pretty awesome, and it was crazy. It was absolutely nonsense. It was insane. It was funny, like it was really funny, but I don't know. It's totally something that I would make. Just it's definitely acquired. It was really weird. It was funny though. It was funny. So, if you have Crave and you're looking for something to watch, and you like Curtis Connor, or even if you don't like Curtis Connor, there's everybody else in it was funny as well. I just love Curtis Connor. Watch St. Bulge's Day. Or the other dessert stuff. Anyways, I'm tired. I'm very tired today. I've got notes here from the Oscars. But since it's been a week, I don't really remember what half of this means. So, yeah. I will probably not remember. I'm not going to remember what half of these notes are because I'm not good at taking notes. I hated taking notes in school. It was my least favorite thing. Teachers would be like, hey, take Cornell notes. And I'm like, how about you shove my Cornell notes up your butt? How about that? Because Cornell notes suck. I'm a Cornell note hater. I'm just a note-taking hater. I hate taking notes. So up at the top, I have... Oh, my God. I'm so tired. I can't wait to sleep. I have to go back to work tomorrow, but whatever. I'll watch the new Young Royals episode and then go to work. I did that with Banana Fish when I was still in high school. I watched I woke up really early one morning so I could watch the last episode before school. And spoiler warning, Ash dies. And I didn't have time to cry, so I just went to school feeling empty. So but I'm not going to feel that because it's going to be a good ending. We're going to get a good ending, and I'm going to go to work smiling and happy. I don't know if I said this already, but I'm having crazy hair day, so I apologize. And my lights are flashing again. It's so annoying. I need new light bulbs. Oh my God, I can't look at the Oscars. Oh, I can't look at the Oscars notes without yawning. So up first we have Eugene Lee Yang. I kind of pushed it together. Was wearing a dress suit. And his dress suit thing was beautiful, stunning, red. I'm obsessed with Eugene. Everything he does is just iconic. And then the opening scene, which if I can find it, I'll play it. So for video watchers, you can see it. For audio listeners, you'll hear it if I can find it. It made me emotional because I don't know. I love film and I love cinema. And it was just playing a compilation of films. And then Jimmy Kimmel came in and ruined it. So, Jimmy Kimmel was okay this year. He was alright. I didn't hate him this year. So, it is what it is. They kept yapping about Oppenheimer. So much talk about Oppenheimer. Blah, 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 blah. I'm really sorry. This is really boring. Had I recorded this after the Oscars, I would have had a lot more to say, but I'm tired and it's a week later and I don't remember the Oscars. I don't remember. Je ne sais pas. I don't know what that means. I don't remember. Pins for supporting Palestine. There's some people that wore pins. That's not doing shit, but good for them for thinking they're doing something. The actor... So the actor from Past Lives, who played Hae-sung, had a pin on, and it was like a turtle pin. And well, I'm so tired. And one of the interviewers asked him about it, and he was wearing it because his pet tortoise died like a year prior, and he'd had it for like 10 years. And he was saying like, "Oh, don't ask me about it, or I'll cry." And that was so funny. Well, not funny, but like I was like, "Oh my God, I can't believe this guy's wearing a pin for his like dead tortoise. That's crazy." I have a Brokeback Mountain joke here, but I don't remember what the joke was. Brokeback Mountain joke. Oscars 2024. Sorry, I'm watching a video. Genetic lottery. Okay, yeah, okay. So Jimmy Kimmel was like, Ryan, you're so hot, let's go camping and not tell our wives. And so I thought that was really funny. They made jokes about Robert Downey Jr. and his addiction problems. There was like a cocaine joke somewhere in there. And then they made a penis joke. Don't remember what that was. Man, this is terrible. The dog from Anatomy of a Fall was there in a seat, but then I later realized that they recorded that before the actual show. So they would just like put clips of the dog in. And the dog was clapping at one point. Oh! But it was actually just a dude under the seat with dog hands on his hands. There was a furry under the seat clapping. Somebody made a Freud joke. Why don't I remember any of these? Somebody made a Freud joke, and I love Freud jokes because I love psychology jokes. Why don't I remember? This is really bad. Scrap that. 11:11. Make a wish. I wish that my podcast was better and I didn't forget half my content. That's what I wish for. He made a joke about a new category. I'm Googling it. 2025. Best achievement in casting. For casting directors. Okay. At the 2026 Oscars. Huh. Okay. For films being released in 2025. Okay. Alright, lit. That's cool. That's dope. That'll be fun. A whole new category for me. For me, in 2026 it'll be 24%. We got 4 more. 2028 will be the 100th Oscars, I think. Yeah. So, for the 100th Oscars, I'm thinking I'll watch every Best Picture. Because that'll be fun. 100 movies? Why not? Ted Nivison made a YouTube video where he watched every Barbie movie. And I don't know what like his types of videos are called, but I eat them up. Or just like those types of videos in general. Like his Barbie video, him and Eddie Burback going to every Margaritaville and every Rainforest Cafe. I eat those up. Like those 3 videos in particular, there's just something about them that I eat up because they're just so chaotic. I love chaotic YouTube videos. They're my favorite. They made a Transformers joke. It was bad. Oh, they were talking about the new Transformers movie that came out, talking about how the movie was bad, which I thought was funny. Lupita Nyong'o was there with what's his face? Chrissy, wake up. Oh, God. Why am I blanking on his name? I'm going to have to Google it. Well, Quiet Place, Day 1. Joseph Quinn. I wanted to say Josh. Joseph Quinn. Everybody's saying that they're dating. I don't think they are. She has a boyfriend or something. I don't know. It's me. Her boyfriend is me, guys. But she looked beautiful. She was wearing a blue dress to commemorate the blue dress she wore to her first Oscars. Or when she won an Oscar. And it was really beautiful. And she had, like, glitter all in her hair and on her skin. It was so pretty. Anatomy of a Fall won best... I think... What did Anatomy of a Fall win? I should have done my research before this. Oscars. Yeah, it won Best Original Screenplay. Speaking of, my Oscars predictions this year were absolutely shit. I thought I was going to be so good because I actually watched the movies. I need to start picking movies that I don't want to win. Because even though I watched all the movies, I was picking movies that I wanted to win, not movies that I thought they were going to pick. Or movies that I thought were deserving of it. So I need to next year pick movies that I hated. And they'll win. Because that happened a lot this year. A lot of the movies that I didn't like won. So that was fun. Yeah, it won Best Original Screenplay somehow. Which, I don't know. I didn't get it. I don't get... Okay, I'm not going to get into it. Who/what is the Academy and why do we thank it? Because everybody goes up there and they're like,
Oh my goodness, I can't believe this. I'd like to thank the Academy.
what is the Academy? Why are we thanking the Academy? Like, I should have Googled that too. What is the Academy? Professional organization with the goal of advancing the arts and sciences of motion picture. What? Huh? Why do I feel dizzy? I don't know. Why do Muslims fast? Oh, these are interesting. Why do cells divide? Why do we have leap years? That's a good question. Why do we have leap years? Corrective measure, because the Earth does not orbit the Sun in precisely 365 days. I think we made all that up. Why can't we just say it does? Who's going to be able to tell? Time is fake. Dates are fake. Months are fake. We made that all up. Like, life is confusing. Everything's confusing. Anyways, why do we thank the bus driver in Fortnite? I don't know, man. Really thanking all their professional peers who collectively decided to bestow the honor. They're also thanking the organization as a whole, which decided to hand out the awards in the first place. Okay. Alright, so I guess I'll have to thank the Academy. Oh my god. I guess I'll have to thank the Academy when I win my Oscar, when I'm 700 years old. John Cena was naked. Yeah, he came out naked and just put he had the envelope over his wiener. It's not a very big envelope, so what does that say about you, John Cena? Yeah, I don't know. I don't know why he was naked, but it was funny. It was funny that he was naked, and then he wasn't naked. Robert Downey Jr. won Best Supporting Actor for Oppenheimer. And I'm fully convinced that when the Oscars doesn't give an important actor an award for ever, they'll just give them an award for a throwaway movie, like last year with Best Supporting. Jamie Lee Curtis. She is so talented. I love Jamie Lee Curtis. She's been in so many amazing movies, but she just wasn't that big of a character in Everything Ever All at Once. Or, like, there was other characters in Best Actress that could have gotten it over her. But I've just, like, I don't know. Like, sometimes, like, with Robert Downey Jr., too, like, he's so amazing, but he's, like, never gotten an Oscar before this one or something. So I just feel like sometimes the Academy's like, oh, shit, we forgot about this really talented actor. They were in a movie this year. Let's toss it to them. Like, toss the dog the bone. Like, I don't know. Because I just, like, they're so talented, and they've been in so many amazing things. But they just don't give them the award for it. So then, once they get old enough, they're like, damn, we got to give them an award before they die. That's what they're doing. I don't know how old Robert Downey Jr. is. Or Jamie Lee Curtis. I don't know. They could be like 50. I don't know. I have zero sense of age. Age is just a number. That's a joke, guys. Oh my god. Yeah, I don't know. I think Robert Downey Jr. and Jamie Lee Curtis both very much deserved Oscars, but I don't think they deserved Oscars when they did receive them. I think they deserved them way earlier on in their careers. Godzilla, -1. Won Best Visual Effects. And I didn't guess that one just because I didn't like the way Godzilla looked in it. He was boobed up. That Godzilla had massive badonga honkas, which is crazy. Which means, like, I should have been like, yo, Godzilla. But, I don't know. I just didn't like the way that Godzilla looked in that one. He wasn't hot enough. I like the Godzilla in the movie where he has purple on him because he's hot. But there was a lot of people there for Godzilla. Like, I think they had, like, everybody that worked on the movie ever possible. And they all had little Godzillas with them, and they were, like, waving them in the air. And they took them up on stage when they won their Oscars, and one of the guys doing the speech had to hand the Godzilla over to somebody else so he could hold the award. It was so funny. It was so funny to just see tiny Godzillas, like, being waved everywhere. The effects in the bag were dope. I don't know what that means. Oh, back. Effects in the back. So with the best actor and actress, or, like, lead actor and actress and supporting actor and supporting actress, they had the five winners from, like, the past, like, 5 years or something, or just, like, 5 important winners, who came up and sort of talked about each of the people and why they loved them and how talented they were and why they deserved the awards. And it was really interesting, and it was, like, lift up and they'd walk out, and I thought that was really cool. But just for, like, a lot of the movies and stuff, there was really fun effects in the back that I never really noticed before, maybe they didn't do that before, but I don't know. I liked the effects. I thought it was cool. John Mulaney was so hot, dog. I don't know. I have a thing for John Mulaney. Sue me. He came on screen, so did I. I don't know. He's just really funny, and I appreciated him being there, because I love when he's in things, because he's just so dad. I'm going to stop talking about John Mulaney. There's a president of the Academy, ? What is the Academy lore? There was, at one point, like, they go backstage at some points and show, like, the next presenters and stuff, and there was a lady standing there, and she was the president of the Academy. Did she start the Oscars? Or is this, like, America presidents, where, like, they have to, like, vote people in? Is it passed down? She can't be the original one. This has been going for almost 100 years. She looked 70 at most, maybe. Let me actually Google her age and see how good I am. I'm going to guess 74. President of the Oscars of the Academy. I can't see. Janet Yang. She is... old is she? 67. Jesus, I was far off. I'm not good at this. She's a American film producer and current president of the Academy of Motion Pictures Arts and Science. What movies has she made? None of these look very interesting. She made High School Musical China. There you go. And she also made Over the Moon, which was a popular animated movie. I think. Yeah. Yeah, it has Philippa Sue, I don't know. She's from in Hamilton. My mom was laughing during the In Memoriam, which is horrendous, but they were singing, what song were they singing? What song was it? Pour Ti Voler. Spanish cover of Conti Partiero. Oh yeah, I do know that one. Let me remember how it goes so I could sing it for you guys. God, that was terrible. Sorry. Anyways, she was laughing because they were singing that for dead people, you know. And she was just thinking about Step Brothers and how they were singing at the end, and the brother just kept going, or the stepbrother kept going, boats and hoes, and that's all she was thinking about. And so they were showing dead people, and she was like, boats and hoes, and I was like, oh my god, wow. So that was funny and sad. And they had interpretive dancing, and personally, I'm an interpretive dancing hater. CNMA ruined it for me. I don't know. I don't know. I don't like interpretive dancing in the way that it's everywhere. Everywhere. It's at this funeral in front of everybody for like the biggest stars, and these people are like. I was so distracted. I was like, do I look at the dead people? Do I look at the dancers? Do I look at the people playing the music? Do I look at the singers? Do I look at my mom who's laughing? Too much going on. Funerals need to just be simple. Just show me the body, say a couple words, and then bury them. That's all you need. That's all you need. Jennifer Lawrence's not great speech to Lily Gladstone. So as I said before, they had some of the past winners come out and say stuff, and they'd be like, for example, who can I think of? Sandra Hüller, I think, was and had a nomination. Everybody was like, keep in mind, like, these people practically don't know Sandra Hüller because she's like European, I think. But they were like, oh, you're amazing. You're an amazing person. Your movie was amazing. You're so talented. Everything you do is amazing. You're a beautiful person. Or then some of them would be friends and they'd be like, I love you. I'm so proud of you. I love this little thing that you did in the movie. Jennifer Lawrence, this is nothing against Jennifer Lawrence because I know like they had to read off of the teleprompter, was reading off for a speech for Lily Gladstone. And her speech kind of rubbed me the wrong way. It felt very objectifying because instead of being like, Lily Gladstone, you're amazing, you're beautiful, you're so talented, they were like, we appreciate everything you do for Indigenous people and how you're an activist for Indigenous people and that you're Indigenous. And you were in a movie about genocide. And it felt very objectifying because it wasn't like, Lily Gladstone, you're so talented and amazing. It's, Lily Gladstone, what you do for your community is talented and amazing. And it just, I don't know, it just felt really objectifying, and how they were like, hey, look, we're acknowledging all the horrendous things we did by saying that you're an amazing person and everything you do is amazing. And it just rubbed me the wrong way. I would have liked for them to not do that and instead acknowledge that she's a talented woman or person, sorry, a talented person, and her work in her movie was important. Obviously, like, being an activist is very, very important, and what she's doing is amazing, but it just felt odd to bring that up when, I don't know, they didn't bring up any activism for the other actors and actresses. Like, Mark Ruffalo's an activist for so many things, and they didn't bring that up. They were like, no, you're so cool, you're awesome, you're amazing, and you're talented. It just, I don't know, it rubbed me the wrong way. It irked me. In the end, Oppenheimer won Best Film, and I screamed so loud I scared my cat, because I don't get the... Ready? This is a knee slapper, guys. Are you ready? Are you ready? I don't think you're ready for this. The Oppenhype-er. I don't get the Oppenhype. Oppenheimer. Hyper. Hyman. They were performing cunnilingus on this movie. They were licking that movie's boot. They were slobbing on that shoe. Because what the hell? I genuinely don't understand. Like, I want someone to explain to me why this movie's so amazing. Because every time I ask, people are just like, oh no, it's a good movie. It's a good movie. It's an amazing... Why is it a good movie? What parts of this movie, other than the bomb, enthralled you and made you believe that it was so deserving of the Best Pictures award over all of these other movies? Like, I don't know if Christopher Nolan has never won... Let me check. I wish I could voice to type on here. How many... I'm putting my mic down. No, I'm not. I can't type like that. How many directing awards does Christopher Nolan have? Christopher Columbus. Yeah, he won his first one for Oppenheimer. That just feels like another one of the ones where they were like, Christopher Nolan's kind of old, guys. He could die, and he doesn't have an Oscar. He made Interstellar, no? Like, let me... He made Interstellar and Inception, which are amazing movies. And he didn't win awards for those. How are you going to give him an award for Oppenheimer and not Interstellar or Inception? How? This just feels like another one of those things where, like, shit, we forgot this guy exists. We forgot to give him an award. Oppenheimer. I can confidently say that without the Barbenheimer hype, I don't think Oppenheimer would have been famous. Or, I don't think the movie Oppenheimer would have been popular. Is all I'm saying. Because I just, like, everybody knows what Barbies are. Most people have played with Barbies. They were excited for a Barbie movie. I was only excited for Oppenheimer because of the stacked cast. But, like, I don't understand. I don't get it. I need somebody to mansplain it to me and dumb down why Oppenheimer is a cinematic masterpiece other than the casting and the bomb. Because that's all I'm hearing. I think in a couple of years, people are gonna be like, I don't get it. I didn't get the hype. I was just playing along. Like the way people do stuff with food. They're like, I love this food. When it's trending, they're like, this food is delicious. I love it. And then in a couple of months, when it's not trending anymore, they're like, that was shit. It's like I opened up a toilet and ate right out of the toilet. That's how I feel. That's what I feel is gonna happen with Oppenheimer. I think in a couple of years, people are gonna be like, yeah, no, that movie wasn't great. So, that's my brutally honest opinion on Oppenheimer, which clearly I haven't talked about enough. Clearly I haven't shit on Oppenheimer enough. Speaking of getting shit on, I suddenly have haters. I post on my TikTok and my Instagram, are you sick of me yet pod? That's probably what it's called. I don't know. It's too goddamn long for me to remember. I post clips, keep people up to date, advertise for my podcast. And so I posted a kind of out of context clip of me talking about how I think all of the best pictures this year had something in common with each other, but I didn't group Oppenheimer or Barbie in because they just felt different. They felt big box, and the other ones just felt like art. Wow, did I get shit on. I understand that I'm good at yapping, and I just speak out of my ass, but oh my god. I'm the only one that's allowed to acknowledge that. No one else. I'm the only one that's allowed to spew nonsense and acknowledge I'm spewing nonsense. The rest of you are supposed to be like, wow, he's so smart. I'm in love with him. He's so cool. I love him. Where's my hype? Where's my Oppenhyper? What's that one song? Oh, that was really loud. I just jumped. I don't remember the lyrics. Sorry. Make him do what I say like Simon or whatever the hell the lyrics go. I don't know. Where's my hype? Where's the Simon hype? Simon hype train. Let's go. Come and lick my boot. Treat me like you treat Oppenheimer. That was gross. No, it's alright. That's what I signed up for when I shared my opinion online, is for people to not have the same opinion as me, which is fine. You're allowed to have different opinions than me. And tell me that my opinion is stupid, because I'll just laugh. I'll laugh. One guy commented, stop posting. What the hell is that gonna do? What's that gonna do? I'm shivering in my timbers right now. I'm not posting ever again. From now on, podcast is canceled. No, I don't know. I don't care, Negative attention is attention. That's my motto. That's my motto now. I don't know. Whatever. It is what it is. The Oscars happened. The Oscars were okay. And, now I'll stop talking about them. And I'll stop talking about how much I hate Oppenheimer. Unless please, someone message me and tell me why Oppenheimer's a good movie. But, don't be mean, because I'll cry. Just mansplain it to me. Because if you're nice to me, I get you. I'll get you. I genuinely, if I like someone enough, if they have a different opinion than me, my opinion is their opinion now. If you're cool, yeah, well, I'm you. Your opinion is my opinion. I think the same as you now. So, yeah. And I'm not saying, obviously, I loved Barbie, but, this isn't, the Barbie Oppenheimer show. Other movies exist, guys. And other movies should have won. So, yeah. Yep. That's all I have to say about the Oscars. And I've only been talking for 40 minutes. Do I do a short episode or do I just talk about random stuff for 20 minutes? I just burped. I guess I do my end of episode movie / TV review. Could talk about Young Royals. If you haven't seen Young Royals season 3 yet, there's only 5 episodes. Why are you slacking? It took me a day to watch all of them. Like, go get going. I'll talk about Young Royals right now. So, I hate royalty tropes. It's like my least favorite, but this show slaps. It's about gay people and a prince and a not prince. And they kiss. And then the cousin's like, porno. And he posts it. And then everybody's like, whoa, the prince is gay? And he's like, yeah, I'm gay. And I love my little boyfriend, whose name is Simon. But not me. It's not me, unfortunately. And then in season 3, everybody calls them the F slur. I have never seen that word more in my life. Yeah, I'm really tired. I'm sorry. I started recording at 11. Exactly. That's interesting. I would be more hyped, but I'm tired. Yeah. It's good. It's a really good show. I really like it. It's really hard to explain. There's just so much going on all the time. But I don't know. The characters are so well written that it's hard for me to hate characters. Like, first of all, they're all like pretty attractive. Every single one of them. Dream Blunt Rotation, Dream Gang Bang, the whole cast of Young Royals, basically. The cast. I don't mean the characters, because the characters are like 12. I mean the cast. Which, yeah, they're supposed to be like 17. The cast is like 40. Not actually, I'm exaggerating. But they're, like, in this season, Willem, I don't know, dog, Swedish, turns 17. 17? He looks like he's 24. Pointing at myself, because I'm 24. I don't know, but, I don't know, the characters are just so well written that even when they do absolutely atrocious things, it's hard for me to hate them. Like, August released his cousin's sex tape. That's a horrendous thing to do. And yet, when he's crushing on Sarah, who is also kind of a horrendous person, I'm like, oh, they're in love, it's so cute. No, he's a horrible person. Don't say that. I don't know, it's a really good show. One of my favorites. And I'm very excited because this season they were like out together, but everybody was really controlling of the relationship because of the media, and they're like, Simon can't post stuff, Simon can't say stuff, Simon can't do this, Simon can't do that. So they'd be like, Willem, you have to tell him not to do that. And then I'd be like, oh my god, that's so embarrassing. That he has to text his boyfriend and be like, hey, cute post, take it down. And now they're gonna, spoiler, wake up and break up. But there was one scene in the trailer where they're like, I'll stay and you'll go, or something. I don't know. And they're crying. And I haven't seen that yet, so it's probably in the last episode. And then they'll kiss and make up and get married and live happily ever after. The end. Because that's how every princess movie goes. So that should be how every prince movie goes. Yeah, I don't really have anything else to say. That was a terrible review of Young Royals. Like, that was shit. Sorry. Oopsie daisy. I'm tired and I don't really have anything to say. Hi, editing Simon. I just wanted to say that, I was really tired. So, this episode is kind of ass because I'm not really giving it my all. But also, I'm kind of just having that, like, post-Oscars clarity where I literally don't care about the Oscars anymore. Because there's so much hype leading up to it, and then it happens, and then after you're like, oh, okay, well, that was the Oscars. Until next year. But I wish I could have given more because I had a lot to say about the Oscars, but I genuinely don't remember. That's just, I don't know, that's just something that happens. If I don't reflect on something I'm feeling in the moment, I forget. Like if I'm sad about something and then like I have like therapy a week later and she's like, "What were you sad about?" I'm like, "Dog, I don't know. You tell me. You're my therapist." Um but I would re-record it, but there's so many people talking about the Oscars that in the long run my opinion doesn't matter. And my thoughts on the Oscars doesn't matter. If this was like something smaller and not as talked about, I would re-record it because I'd want you guys to see what I think about it. But you could find a million people talking about the Oscars, and all of them would have much better things than me to say. So, just watch that, I guess. Shafrillis, I think. Shafrillis Productions does a lot in regards to talking about the Oscars, and I highly recommend checking out his thoughts on this year's Oscars. Some of his opinions are like different from mine in regards to movies that we liked and disliked, but a lot of his opinions I very much agree with, and I think you should definitely check him out because he talked about this year's Oscars, and I think he talked about last year's Oscars, and then he talked about the shit show that was the 2022 Oscars. So, don't step on my keyboard. So, yeah, you should definitely check that out. And it's nearing 1 p.m. Yeah, no? Yeah, 1 p.m. It's nearing 1 p.m., and I think that's when episode 6 of Young Royals comes out, so I'm very excited for that. I also was absolutely shit at talking about Young Royals. But, yeah, so go check out Shafrillis Productions, and him talking about the Oscars, and if you haven't watched Young Royals, I highly recommend it, even if you watch it in English, because it's Swedish. If you watch it in English, that's fine, I guess. You do you, but it's so much better in Swedish. But, yeah, anyways, yeah, I hope you enjoyed the absolute nothingness I said in this episode. Back to other Simon. I could talk about Obama, but that's a whole episode in and of itself. Yeah, so I guess this episode will only be 40 minutes. 45. No, it'll be cut down to like 40 because I have to cut out me fixing my... No, wait, this is 45 minutes with me cutting to check my audio. So this will be about 45 minutes. Yeah.
Thank you for watching my episode. Jennifer Coolidge loves when you listen to her podcast. I need a hot dog real bad.
Yeah, so thank you for listening / watching episode 5 of Are You Sick of Me Yet? And I'll see you in episode 6 if you're not too sick of me yet. Much love. Bye.